Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gators will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Lucas. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a man, it's Castellanos. Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. Guys, you might know Florida State was once a women's college, didn't start playing football until later, and in fact, didn't start playing the Gators until 1958.
Even though they haven't been playing a long time, this game has featured so many of the biggest names in the sport. You think about Bobby Bowden, Steve Spurrier on the sidelines, Charlie Ward, Chris Wenke, Tim Tebow, Danny Werkel, Heisman Trophy winners. This game has had it all.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Can't get him to the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's White. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Trying play action. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Finding open areas. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. How about this dude going off script for the Noles, not necessarily known for his running ability?
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a 1st down, new set of downs for the offense.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, out of space. Touchdown, Florida. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. Ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Leaves it with the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
He breaks a tackle. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the 1st. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Forced out of the pocket. Powers through the defender. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a pop.
Back's going for the goal line. And they'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. He'll start this drive firing. Looking for a huge play. And the full dive and the grab down the left. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag that could take it to the house, make big plays.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Castellano.
quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Gives it to the back on the draw. Got some room in it to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knowles!
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. Finds some fresh air. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Starts to scramble to the left. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football, you can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another 1st down, 1st and 10 again.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Webb. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grabbed behind the line, it's ball. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Slings it downfield. Makes the grab, ready for the 1st down. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Didn't even come close to getting back to the line. He'll lose 8. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Back to throw, it's Flagway. Scrambling away.
Loss of 9. Third down coming up.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Now sliding to his left. He's turning it loose into the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Throwing on the run. Touchdown, Florida! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a hit. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket after that. Excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Red pass, it's complete.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted deep in his own end.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to